Hey y'all, I'm back with the scrapbook and project life process video for the Hip Kit Club using the October 2016 kits. And this one's going to be a little bit different. And I say that because normally I use some sort of Hip Kit Club exclusive cards. I'm actually going to use all photos. I had just the right amount, or pretty much just the right amount for just a front page spread. And I didn't want to create a second spread just for like one photo or two photos or whatever. And so what I decided was I was like, I'm just going to challenge myself to just only embellish. And so this is a good way if you guys just have photos. It's a good way to use the kits. And so I will show you how I did that. For the first card, obviously when you don't use a title card, I say card, it really is a photo, but when you don't have a title card, um, you have to use a photo. So, well, you don't have to, I guess. You don't have to label it at all. But what I did was I just took one of the photos that have that has the most white space, and I simply put week 41 on there to note that that's the week and that is my title quote unquote card. For that bottom card, I used a rub-on. I think it's from the Gather collection, just to put hello, and I haven't quite figured out at this point what I'm going to put right next to that, but I do end up adding something a little later. I added a clock, puffy sticker clock to that middle, the very middle card, the second row, second card, and that's just because on the card I actually journaled confession, and I said, I don't want you to stop drinking bottles because, did I say because that's the only time you cuddle with me, or that's basically the only time you cuddle with me, or something like that. And so I put that there. And I think, a lot of parents probably go through things like that where their child's like over a year old and they're still drinking a bottle. Now, she doesn't drink one all the time. But when she does drink one, I kind of like it because she lays with me, and now even she's kind of getting out of that whole phase. But anyway, moving on. I also have used a few of the stickers from the Hello. What am I saying? Honey, I'm Home collection by We Are Memory Keepers. And then I used that Heart from the Simple Stories Carpe Diem Posh collection. I also used a chipboard, not a chipboard piece, it's actually a wooden piece from the Honey, I'm Home collection, and then some tiny alphas from the that same collection. I am documenting that we went to the fair this week, and so I put a little ticket on that photo up at the top. And then here I'm going to show you that sometimes when you don't have room for journaling, the best way to deal with that is to make a little checklist, and that's exactly what I did. So it's almost like a to-do list, but really it's just saying what we did do, and then I checked everything off. So I put like fair, pumpkin patch, cuddling with mom, I think I had like one or two other things. I think I said s'more, making s'mores or something like that. And then I checked all of those things off. So it notes what we did that week, but I don't have to write up a whole journal, a whole like paragraph. The other thing I like about that is that sometimes I don't feel like writing a whole lot of stuff or typing up something and trying to come up with, you know, a witty way of saying things or whatever. And so I think that's kind of a cute way of saying what you did that week. And it looks really nice on the page too. So I just added that right onto my photo. So onto the layout, I have chosen a pink background and I've cut up a few of the Gather collection papers. That's basically the only collection I'm using in terms of papers on this layout. And I have a picture of my baby, and I'm just I'm gonna mat the photo on two of the Gather collection pieces. I've already stuck down a few of the other, or I cut some like horizontal strips there, and then I sewed them down. Also cut some triangles, and I sewed those, or I didn't actually sew those on. I was going to, but I decided not to. I do struggle a little bit with embellishing this one, I think because the design is a little bit different for me. And yeah, I do add triangles quite a bit to my design, especially like if I do something in one corner, I'll add a triangle at the other corner just to like get your eye moving across the page. But I still struggled with this, and I'm not really sure why. I just kind of wasn't really quite sure what embellishments to use. So I do get the hang of it, and then realize pretty quickly how I want it to look. And I did like those frames. Those are Honey I'm Home frames, and those are the cardstock ephemera pieces. And then I'm using a couple of the Dear Lizzie pieces as well, just to tuck underneath the photo. I do have that clothespin there that I want to use, but I actually end up moving it. I don't like it there. I think it was like somewhat random right there. And so I think about using those chipboard balloons from the Simple Stories collection. I don't end up using those. I'm laughing because I think that looked like super silly, but I guess that's kind of how you learn, is that you place things down and you don't like it and you pull it up and you kind of think like, what was I thinking? But here I have decided that I want to use the word hello, that I could care less what's going to come after that, but that I like that how subtle it's going to be on the page. Like I didn't want a title that was I don't know. I didn't want something to like be really loud on the page, and I like how subtly. Am I saying this right? I like how subtle the gold is in that Jen Hadfield Warm and Cozy collection. And then I liked the Lovely from the Paige Evans Take Me Away collection. I simply added some things around those words because I felt like they were just kind of there and needed more. And so here's where I'm kind of deciding to add a couple more things just to finish off that title. And then I'm going to quickly, I'm going to, here in a second, I'm going to pull off that clothespin, I think. Yeah, there we go. And I decide I kind of like it in the corner of the photo as if it's hanging onto the photo. So that's what I decided to do there. And I just added a foam dot underneath it to pop it up. And then I think I pretty much am done. I just kind of straightened out my photo and cut off some excess hanging off the page. And that's it. And here are some final photos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions at all. And I hope you got some inspiration. Have a great, let's see, it's Saturday, so have a great rest of the weekend.